made a video earlier today and I was talking about getting your buttons pressed, and I was like, man, do you ever have that feeling of, man, why is everybody pressing my buttons today? You're getting under my skin, you're poking at me. And I mentioned something that just caught me later on, like, man, that makes so much sense. And I don't think I ever made a video about it, so I wanted to come out and make a specific video just on that. If you have ever had the feeling, like, why does it feel like everybody's poking your buttons? Poking your buttons, that's a little remix right there. Poking at you and pressing your buttons, poking your buttons. Why does it seem like everybody's pressing my buttons? And you know, I figured it out because I've had that. I mean, I had that, I think it was last night. And it was brought up to my attention too. Like, my wife asked me, like, were you okay yesterday? Were you upset? And it's like, you know what? It was that. I ended up figuring it out that, like, what was it? It felt like everyone was poking my buttons. There we go again, pressing my buttons. So I sat on that. When I feel something negative like that, I sit in it. And that's how I come up with these topics, because all I'm doing is sharing what I'm living, challenges that I have, how I solve them, in hopes that it could help you get inspired to, like, oh, that's how he solved it. Let me try that. I like that. I feel that. I felt that before, and I don't want to feel it no more, which is the rabbit hole I went down. Someone brought something to my attention that I was like, hey, I like what he's saying. That I don't want to feel like that anymore. So the reason why I used to feel, I hope to never feel that again, because I know why. First of all, I know it's because of me. I'll tell you, I'll get straight to the point. The reason why it feels someone's pressing your buttons is because you've exposed your buttons. Those buttons are lighting up, they're shining. It says a big sign on top of them that says, please press these. And those buttons are guilt, shame, anger, frustration, irritated, disappointment, shortcomings, entitlement. These are all feelings that you're feeling, and they're all of a low attitude. So the reason why people poke them, why people press them, or it seems like they press them, they're just being themselves. But why it seems like they press them, it's because you're exposing them. You're putting them there because you're at a low vibration. So when I walk by and they're lighting up, they're big fat white buttons, and they're glowing in a nice little, like, amber color, and the big old sign on top, it says arrows pointing at them saying, please press here, press here. They got no other choice but to press them. They're just being themselves. They're being their normal selves. We won't even call it upset, because that's a cute way to do it. Let's be real with it. You're just pissed because of all those reasons. Your entitlement says things should be going the opposite of all that negativity, should be going all your way. But because you're so pissed off because things are not going your way, all those buttons appear. So that's why it feels and it seems like people are pressing those buttons. But they're not really. Not because they're on purpose. Well, yeah, I guess on purpose, because you're telling them to. You're exposing that. You're saying, please press these. Because I bet you anything, because I've done it. I solved it. Once I solved that, once I said, no more buttons to press. I'm going to keep those. I'm being ungrateful, ultimately. That's what happens. All those feelings of those feelings are specifically because of lack of gratitude. I'm not grateful for the way things are going currently. They're not good enough. So I'm throwing a fit. And that's why I feel the way I feel. And because I'm throwing a fit, all those buttons are exposed, so I'm vulnerable. So someone who's pissed, you poke at them, of course you're going to get pissed more. That's all it is. They're not pressing your buttons. You're just in a button pressing situation. You don't want your buttons to be pressed? Don't expose the buttons. So you know what? Keep yourself at a high attitude, a high vibration. Be responsible for that. And you won't feel that way no more. Problem solved. That's the way I did it, and it's been working out. Get at you later.